Hey, what's going on, traders? In this video, I'm going to go over the 60-minute strategy that I was talking about on Sunday. I'm going to go a little bit deeper so you guys can understand this, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this is because I see a lot of you guys are trying to follow me when it comes to the time frames, and some of you guys are not ready for the 1-minute chart. Okay, and I noticed that. So with the 1-minute chart, I see you guys following me, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop posting 1-minute charts, and maybe just start posting the 5-minute charts, the trades that I take on a 5-minute chart. All right, because I don't want you guys to just follow me just because I'm doing it. Remember, I've been doing this for 13 years. Stick with this strategy. This strategy is going to help you build your smaller account. This strategy is simple, okay? You don't have to think that much. All you have to do is just wait for price to get to the 60-minute level, and you attack, all right? And, just being a teacher and understanding the students and understanding what's going on, I decided to say, okay, let me actually make a video explaining the 60-minute strategy a little bit better, okay? Because we went over the strategy on Sunday, but I just want to go over the strategy a little bit deeper so you guys can understand it more, so you can start trading it, okay? And I'm only doing this because I care, all right? If I didn't care, I wouldn't be making this video. I would be saying, oh well, it is what it is. So you have to understand this will help you grow your small account, okay? So make sure you guys pay attention, take notes, download this, because this is going to actually be a part of the course, all right? So let's go to the charts. Okay, so the strategy is, okay, we are going to look at the 1-hour chart, and we're going to look for the trends, okay? So with this strategy, you have to look at multiple charts, but again, this strategy is very simple, straight to the point, wait for a level to hit, so it's not taxing if you're looking at multiple charts, okay? So don't worry about looking at multiple charts. With this strategy, it gives you time to, set your levels and take trades. So what we're looking for, guys, we are looking for a trend, and we are looking for pretty much short pullbacks, all right? So let me give you a good example. So notice how here we have, okay, actually let me go here. We have the market going up and giving you a short pullback. You see how we have this short pullback? Go up, short pullback. So that's what we really want, even if this is a short pullback. We want these short pullbacks because we know that the market is pretty much in a decent trend. Right now, when we get these deep pullbacks, these violent deep pullbacks right here, that's when everything gets kind of out of whack. And I want you guys to understand that, because even though, let's say we are in an uptrend right here, we get this deep pullback right here, do you want to still go long? And that's the question. And a lot of times when people use levels on the higher time frame, I don't really think they understand, price action or understand what to look for, because a lot of times most people think just because the market is going up, okay, and we are at this level, I'm looking for buys. No, well, if the market is shooting down like this, you really, really don't want to basically, get in. And I'm gonna show you guys later, okay, how this looks. But overall, that's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for these short pullbacks, because these short pullbacks are better to get in, and most likely they will react, better when it comes to these levels, all right? Let me give you another example real quick. Okay, so what we have here, guys, is the market is downtrending, right? So if the market is downtrending, all right, right here, do we still want to look for shorts, right? And the answer is yes, you want to look for shorts. But if you have this crazy up move like this, you have to understand, well, this is a lot of buying right here, okay? And this is what a lot of people get in trouble when it comes to, when they look at the higher time frames and set levels. They don't understand, like, this right here, guys, yes, I understand the market is downtrending, but this is a lot of buying. So even when you get to these levels, it might just blow past these levels. Now let me show you how that trend looks on a 5-minute chart. Okay, so basically this is the same trend on a 5-minute chart. Look how strong this trend looks. Why do you want to short a strong trend like this to the upside? Okay, so again, keep that in mind when you see a strong trend. You can definitely see it on the 1-hour chart, but you know, this is a very strong trend. You know, hardly any deep pullbacks. Okay, you can tell that if it hits a level, even if it reacts to the level a little bit, most likely it's going to continue to go back up, right? So keep that in mind. We really want these short pullbacks right here. Notice how we have, you know, the market going down. We have a short pullback right here. Even this is a short pullback, short pullbacks, short pullback, short pullback right here. Another short pullback, another short pullback. So we want these little pullbacks right here. The market is very, I hate to say predictable, but it's easier to, you know, take trades around those levels when we have these short pullbacks. When we have these big, deep pullbacks right here, it is very hard to get in the market and find a trade, because most likely price is probably going to blow past that level, right? So that's the first thing we're looking for. We're looking for a trend, and we're looking for a short pullback, right? You have to understand the market is always trending or contracting. So we do have periods where the market is ranging. So let's say we have a range right here. Okay, we do have a range right here. So you could play the range back and forth, because I know some of you guys are going to say, well, can we play the range back and forth? You could, but overall, the way I would look at this is, all right, what the market is doing, you know, overall, is it trending down? So overall, if it's trending down, even if you want to play the range, maybe it's best to play the top of the range, right? You probably have the best success. I mean, yes, you can probably, you know, catch some bottoms at the range, but you know, it's probably best to play the top of the range when you set these levels, because the market overall is trending down, right? So keep that in mind. So we're looking for these short pullbacks, and we're looking for you know, the market to come back to these pullbacks. I'm gonna show you guys how to draw these levels very soon. Before we get to that, okay, how do we know the market wants to change direction? Okay, well, we can use, you know, a simple trend line break, and if the market is making newer highs, then that's what we want to look for. So basically, notice how we have a nice break, the market pulled back and it made a new high. So when the market makes a new high, that's when we can say, okay, let's look for longs now. So this is a very simple either trend line break or structure break. So you can look for a trend line break, or you look for the market to break this last low right here. Okay, now notice how the market broke this right here, and then we're getting these small pullbacks. That's the pullbacks I like. And this doesn't mean that, you know, overall this is a downtrend, because overall we're still trending up, but overall we're not trading the overall trend. We're trading these short moves. So we have a market breaking these lows right here and giving us short pullbacks. Okay, so with this strategy, guys, we are focusing on, you know, just short pullbacks, short trends. Even though the overall trend is to the upside right here, okay, this pullback right here gives us a reason to get in, because it pulled back and made a new low right here. As soon as I make a new low, we can actually get in with these levels right here. I'm gonna show you guys how to draw these levels. Now, let me show you this real quick. Okay, so we have this. Remember, I said I like these, you know, short pullbacks right here. But what about these pullbacks right here? These not short pullbacks, okay? It looks like the market is going down. You have to understand, okay, the difference between these pullbacks now. Now, even though the market is trending up and it broke this trend line, okay, look how the market is going down. Keep that in mind. So look how the market is going down. It's going down in little tight waves, right? So you have to say to yourself, okay, is this a new trend, or is this a correction, right? And if you are confused about that right now, don't worry about that. You can still play the short side. So let's say that it broke this, right? And we're making new lows. So you can still play the short side. But what I want you to do, okay, is to get used to looking at these charts and understanding a correction. So usually corrections will give you these nice even touches where you can draw your trend line right here at the top. A lot of times you can draw it at the bottom too, okay? And you have to notice when this thing breaks out, it's a strong possibility, okay, the market will most likely break out and continue to go up, okay? So you have to keep that in mind when you're trading this stuff. How does this look? You can tell. Look, let me show you again. Look how it's going down, okay? It's going down in the correction, right? Correction, correction. Now, if it breaks this correction to the upside, you have to understand that this is a nice trend line break to the upside. Even though we broke this trend line, let's say that you don't know what the market is doing, you can still play the short side, okay? But what I would do, I will look at the next, let me show you real quick. So the way I will look at this is I will say, okay, this, you see how we had this nice consolidation break right here? It pulled right back to that level right here, okay? And it caught support around here. This one right here, actually, we found support around here, right? And this one is a little bit different because even though, let me see, we had the trend line right here, we broke the trend line and we went up and we didn't actually make a new low right here. So this one right here, you probably still would be looking for longs anyway, okay? But this one right here, maybe you'll probably get a little, probably get confused on this one, which is understandable if you're new. But I just want you guys to pay attention to how it's going down. It's going down nice and slow, and it's basically, making this trend line. And if it breaks out of this, you have to understand that it's just a correction. And if it breaks out, you have to play that breakout, okay? Because these breakouts will give you a lot of tips once you understand how to play this, right? So same thing with this. It broke out to the upside. So that's how, that's the strategy. It's very simple. I want you to watch this video over and over and over so you can actually get it. We're gonna look at these short pullbacks, okay? But if it does pull back deep and it's not going down a lot, you should know that that's a correction. I'm gonna show you guys the difference between, the difference between this pullback and these pullbacks. You can just tell. And I want you to train your eyes to look at this, right? Look how it's choppy, it's going down, it's hardly going down. This one is shooting down. This one is shooting down, okay? So I want you to understand that. Now, since you know we are playing these small pullbacks and we're playing these corrections, because we definitely want to play these trend line breaks on the 1 hour. We definitely want to play these, okay? So we're playing the small pullbacks and we're playing these trend line breaks. You definitely want to trade them because when we have a break like this, guys, there's a lot of money on the table. You can take advantage of that, right? So now let's get into how to draw these levels. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so let's get into how to draw the level, okay? But before we go to draw this level, I want to show you guys something. Now, notice how we have the market's going up. We have a broke this trend line right here, okay? So this was the short-term trend. And this is why you have to understand this strategy, because the strategy is not looking at the overall trend. You don't want to go, I understand some of you guys go to the daily chart or the weekly chart. When you're day trading, guys, when you're trading off the 5-minute chart, you don't need to do, none of that stuff. Unless you're swing trading, then you can look at the bigger time frame. And yes, this works. This same concept works if you're swing trading. So I know some of you guys are going to ask me, does this work on swing trading? Yes, it does. Now, the overall picture, right? Let's say the overall picture, the market is bullish, whatever, right? We're making higher highs, the market is bullish. We don't even care about the overall picture. The main thing we want to focus on, guys, is the short-term trend, right? That's it. So the short-term trend was down right here. We broke this trend line. Guess what? Let me show you real quick. Let me draw this. We broke this trend line. Guess what? The short-term trend is what? To the upside now. Okay, we make it small, we make it higher highs, small pullbacks. Now look at this pullback right here. Would you consider this a deep pullback, right? Pullback you probably don't want to deal with. No, because to me, if it is maybe shot down like this, if it's shot down, okay, maybe I'll say, okay, I don't want it. But look, it went down like this, up, down, up, down. So to me, the way I'm looking at this, guys, is I'm saying, all right, this looks like a correction. And the next level will be right here, this swing high, okay? And notice how it came to that swing high. So if I was looking at this chart right here, guys, me personally, I'd only be playing the, the long side, right? So if it comes to this right here, I want to see the reaction around this level, okay? And I'll probably show you guys later that, but let's go to how to draw the levels, okay? So let's go here, okay? Let's go here. So we broke this trend line. Look how it's shooting down right here, guys, right? Now we know there's a lot of force behind these levels. Now I only probably want to look for shorts, okay? Okay, I only want to sell the market. So the best way to do it is, since we made a new low right here, okay, you want to take, you see these swing lows. So every time the market goes up, down, these are swing lows right here, and these are swing highs. Okay, I don't care if it's one candle. Notice how we have one candle. So the market went down and it went up and it went down again. This one candle is a swing. All right, so we're going to use these swings, swing lows and swing highs. So notice how we broke this right here. We made a new low right here, and we want the market to pull back to these areas right here, the swing low right here or the swing high. Okay, so how are we going to draw these levels? All right, basically you're going to go to the bottom and draw the level like this. Okay, now you can go to the lowest one, which is right here. Okay, this swing low right here. Okay, and then you can go to the next one. The next one is, so this is the market that you're looking at right now, right? Okay, so if the market is going up right here, the next level is what? Is this level right here. Is this level. So this is how you're going to mark it down. Now, let me tell you how I mark mine down. I mark it based on the body of the candle, okay? I mark it down, so let's say that, okay, the market is going down right here, and we're going back up, and we're looking for a level. You see how this is the lowest low right here? I'm going to take my my horizontal line, and I'm going to put it at the body of the candle. This is the wick. You see the wick is the line, all right? I'm putting it at the body of the candle. Now, let's say the market continue to go back up. I'm going to put it at the body of the candle first, okay? I'm going to put it right here at the body of this green candle. See, because we have a wick right here, okay? So I'm going to put it at the body of this green candle right here. And then I'm going to have another one at the top of the wick, okay? So I'm going to have, usually I have two. At the wick, at the body and at the wick, okay? And that's how you draw your levels. Most people don't know how to draw the levels like that. So, this is how we do it. We draw it at the body or the wick, and we wait for price to come to these levels, okay? And then we're going to look for our entries. So the best way to basically go in, well, we're going to talk about entries later, okay? But overall, this is how we want to mark down our charts. We don't want to go back. I see a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. If it works for you, fine. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but I do see a lot of people will go back, 3 months back, 4 months back, and they say, okay, this level hits, that level hits. Okay, so this is a support and resistance. I'm gonna draw my support and resistance here. So let's say they say, okay, I touch right here, Okay, let's put my line right here, right? Guys, we don't want to do that. This is where, things can get a little fishy or inaccurate. I want you guys to have the same lines that I have, okay? This is where things get a little cloudy to the point where, okay, this person has a different line than I have. I want you guys to have the same lines that I have, okay? I don't want you guys to make no mistakes. The best way to do that is to look at the recent price action. from my experience, okay, price reacts to the recent price action. Doesn't really care about what happened 3 years ago. I'm not saying that it won't or it can't. I'm just saying that from my experience, the recent price action is way better. Okay, so that's it when it comes to marking down your charts. The next one is going to talk about entries. We're not really going to get too deep in entries, but I'm just going to go over a few examples and show you guys how to enter. Okay, but you know, in the course you will have all the entries, and we'll talk about you know, how to enter. Okay, so that's the next step. So let's go. Now you're going to use either the 5-minute chart or the 15-minute chart, whatever you want to use when you're trading this 1 hour strategy. Okay, now the candlesticks that I use, I pretty much use the tail bar, engulf bar, the solid bar. I use the engulf trap, and I use the can't close. All right, so those are candlesticks that I use. And also I use if I'm trading this, I'm using consolidation breaks. Okay, so if it's a triangle break, regular consolidation break, like a horizontal one, or just a wedge break, no matter what break it is, I'm using it. Okay, now basically let's go to this chart right here, which is the US 30. We are going to jot down a level. So this is, I believe this is probably Friday. Yeah, it's Friday right here. So let's go to, okay, a level. And what I see here, right, so the market is going down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a level right here and a level right here. Now, we can actually put a level right here because it's a low right here. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So let's put a level right here, okay? And we don't even have to put a level right. I mean, it's close enough. These two levels is close enough, so we don't have to put it here. So we can just leave this level right here, and then that's it. Okay. Now let's say that US 30 was, you know, going up more. The next level will be right here. All right. So we'll be right here. All right. So let's say that US 30 popped up to here. This would be the next level. So we basically just, for the most part, you're just plotting a couple of lines on your chart and you're waiting for a price to get there. Okay, this is why I told you guys to use this strategy first to build your small account, because it's very simple. You don't have to overthink. Okay, you just wait for price to go to those levels. So let's go to the 5-minute chart. All right, so what do I see? The first touch right here, I see a nice tail bar closing at its low. So definitely we're getting this trade. You at least got at least 2 to 1 out of this move right here. Okay, another pop right here. It can't close above this high, so I would try this one, but it didn't go that far. Probably give you a 1 to 1 and you get out break even. Now I went to this second line right here. I'm starting to see a pattern, so I'm starting to see some type of wedge going on right now. So this right here, okay, would be a wedge right at this horizontal line. So I would go short right here, okay? And this one I will try to hold at least minimum to this bottom right here, because we're probably going to find some type of support right here. Okay, so minimum I will hold all the way to the bottom. Okay, so this would have been a nice trade to the downside. And that's about it. I mean, this is late in the day, even though it reacted nicely off these levels, but still it's late in the day, right? So just giving you guys a quick view on how I will trade these levels when price will get to these levels. So let's go to another example. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a trend line break, okay? And we want price to make a higher high. So it popped up, it pulled back, now it made a new high, okay? Now the reason why we wanted to make a new high, so we can have a base, so we can have something to, you know, plot our levels. So we have a horizontal right here, okay? We go to these levels right here, and then we go to the low right here, okay? So those are the two levels we can actually look at, and then we can look at the top two. So let me put a level right here. So we can look at this level right here too. So those are the three levels we're gonna have on the chart. So let's go to this date. This date was February 18th. Okay, let's go to 5-minute chart. Okay, so what we have here, we have the market going down, okay? This is a decent sized bullish bar right here. I will go long right here, and guess what? Got stopped out. Guess what? Who cares, right? On to the next one. You know for a fact that every trade is not going to be a winner. We don't care because a lot of these trades will go, you know, far. So it will go 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1. So we don't really care about the loser. Now the next trade, okay, would be around here, right? But you don't want to take a trade right here. Why? I want you to pause this video and ask yourself why I don't want to take a trade here. Well, I hope you guys, you know, got the correct answer. Basically, if you look to the left, okay, we go over this in the course, okay, look to the left, what do we have? We have resistance, okay, it's left shoulder resistance. We don't want to buy right at the left shoulder resistance because there's a strong possibility as soon as we buy, okay, let me put a line here so you guys can see, okay, as soon as we buy at that left shoulder, let's say we bought this pin bar right here, right? As soon as you bought right here, guess what? Resistance, boom, stop you out. So you don't want to buy near resistance, all right? Now, it came back all the way to this low right here, okay? And guess what? It gave us nice two tail bars right here, lovely. Remember, you got stopped out right here. So this trade right here gave you all your money back plus some, all right? So that's why you don't worry about losers, right? So let me show you guys another example. Okay, guys, remember this correction right here, okay? I want to show you guys this pullback. So let's go to that 5 minute. Okay, so remember, it came right back to the 1 hour swing high, right? Now, if you was in this trade right here, it definitely gave you a nice bullish bar right here, right? Not only a bullish bar, it was a nice engulf bar. And not only that, if you look at it close, right? Look at it, and you notice that it can't close below this low right here. So this was the low. It pulled back a little bit and tried to make a new low, but it can't even close right below this candlestick. So buyers bought this up. This was a nice candle to go long, and guess what? Okay, if you see this, guys, and you understand that the 1 hour chart is making a flag pattern, okay, I want you guys to not be afraid to hold for the breakout. Think about this for a second, guys. If you caught this bottom right here, okay, and you know just by looking at the 1 hour chart that this is a correction right here, right? A correction, and you know that if it breaks this flag pattern, right, we can have a crazy run to the upside. So imagine you buying this and you getting all of this right here, okay? This is why I want you guys to focus on this strategy, because it will help you build your small account. And all you have to do is just wait for price to come to these levels and you trade, right? I'm tired of seeing you guys trying to figure out the 1 minute chart. So I want you guys to focus on this, okay? You can actually get a lot of big winners just by understanding price action. Most traders that I know, they won't, if they bought this right here, they probably maybe get out right here, okay? Nothing wrong with that. But if you understand the bigger picture, understand, you know, the whole picture, you could tell that this is a correction. You could tell that this is a possibility of a flag breakout. You could hold for this big winner right here. This winner right here would basically put a lot of money in your account. Number one, it would give you cushion, so you don't have to worry about, you know, losing. Okay, so even if you take a loser here or two, you wouldn't worry about that because you have this big winner, okay, to help you, you know, grow your account. So let's go to the next example. Okay, so let's go to this example right here. This is the British pound. I actually took a trade on this Friday, so let me go to that example. Now, overall, the picture is up to the overall trend is what? Upside, right? Especially on the 1 hour. But we don't care about the overall picture because guess what? We're just trading these short-term trends. So you tell that it broke a trend line, okay? And now we are looking for that move to the downside. So what I saw, okay, was this right here. I saw, let me see the levels. One level right here at this swing low. Remember the close of the swing low. Another level right here, okay, at this, because when I was looking at the chart, I'm trading around 9 o'clock, so this would be the market is pushing up. So this next level will be around here, and this level right here lined up pretty much close to this swing low right here. Okay, so I didn't really need two levels because pretty much it's the same area right here. And then I had another one at this high, this swing high right here. Okay, so at the close of the body and at the high of the body. Okay, now I went to the lower time frame, so let's go to the 5-minute chart. So I didn't take any of these because the time I'm trading, okay, I'm trading around 9 o'clock, 9:30. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, okay, I missed this trade, so I didn't get in this trade, but I got in this trade. So let me show you why I got in that trade. But this trade is actually, if you notice how price came to the level and it couldn't close, I was still getting this trade right here. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's very close to the level and it can't close. Okay, it can't close, so I would definitely get in this. Notice how this candle right here can't close above this high. So we was going up, we pulled back, and we tried to make a new high. This candle can't close above this high, so me personally, I would definitely get in. I would try to get in the next available candle, which is this candle right here. We went below this candle right here, I would get in, put my stop loss above here. Okay, that's because it can't close above this, and we're very close to the level. But anyway, so we came back, and I noticed right here, we popped up. Notice how we can't close above this swing high. Okay, so this candle right here can't close above this high. Notice how. So let me show you so you can see. Right, if you can't see this, draw a horizontal line. This candle right here can't close above this swing low. I'm sorry, the swing high right here. So next available candle is right here. As soon as we go below this candle, I'm in the market. Stop above the high, and I was my target was this low right here. Now notice how price almost came back to this candle. Okay, this candle right here, but it never came back. So I was in right here, this candle, but price never came back. Okay, now my target was this low right here. Almost came to the low, and it popped back up. Almost stopped me out for break even, but it came back down, and I got out because it was getting too late. You know, it was Friday, it was getting too late. I don't like to hold trades overnight. That's not my thing. So, you know, got out. So that's the reason why I took that trade. Basically, you know, straight to the point. It couldn't close. That's why I took the trade. Okay, so let me go to another example. Okay, guys, so here's another example right here. The market's going down. I will put so if I'm looking at this right here and I notice that the market is pulling back, I'm going to put my horizontal line first right here. This is the first level. Swing low right here. And then my next level will be right here. This would be a next level right here at the close of this candle. I mean, you can actually put it right here too, because if you notice, this is the low right here. So I'll put one right here, and I'll put one right here. Okay, at the close of the candle. So those will be my three levels, because we know this is a downtrend. So let's go to that 5-minute chart. We go to the 5-minute chart, and what do we see? I love this. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, look how it's going to this chart, guys. You can tell this is a correction. Look how it looks. It looks beautiful. Now look at this right here. Okay, nice little trend line break. Nice correction. Everything is lining up. All the highs lining up. Look how the highs is lining up. Look how the lows is lining up. Nice trend line break. And look at this. Whew. I mean, beautiful, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to basically, you know, focus on this, because I'm tired of seeing you guys trying to play with the 1-minute chart, and you know, some of you guys don't have experience to play with the 1-minute chart. Okay, now one thing I would say, okay, is exits. Okay, so my exits would be, especially like a trade like this, I'm gonna go for the lows. Right now, the trade is a little bit sloppier. Okay, if it looks like a range, whatever, I'm going to the next available low. Okay, I'll show you guys example, actually the last example, but this is a strong trend right here. So this type of move right here, I will probably go all the way to the low, right? Now, strong trends, sometimes I will hold if it comes back break even, okay? Now, if it's not a strong trend, meaning that you can tell this is a strong trend. If it's not a strong trend and the market looks sloppy, okay, I won't hold for the break even. So let me show you guys a good example. So this is the last trade I showed you guys. Look at the price action. You can tell this is not a strong trend. Overall, the market is kind of choppy, but you can still make money. Okay, so if I'm shorting right here, I know for a fact, all right, let me target maybe this low right here, or even get out right at the bottom, because sometimes you will get a reaction because this is a nice demand level right here. So you get some type of reaction off this level. So I target either the lows or pretty much at this demand level if I'm trading a market that looks like this, right? Even though the overall trend is down, but look at the intraday trend on how the intraday is moving. Look at it. It's just choppy, right? So even if you got a nice short out of here, I'm not trying to look for the all the way back down to these lows, okay? I'm probably looking for maybe back to this demand level or the lows, okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, so look at this right here. This is a nice strong trend. We have a nice 1 hour breakout. So even if I took a trade, sometimes I would probably let the trade, let's say I took one of these trades right here. Sometimes I'll let this trade come back to me, break even. Okay, and then if it comes back to me again, break even, I'll probably get out. But like I said, this is up to you. You don't have to trade that way. I'm just telling you how sometimes I do it. With a strong trend, sometimes I'll let it come back to me one time on a break even. But if it comes twice, if it comes back to me, a second time, I'm out. All right. But again, I'm just showing you guys examples and showing you what I would do if I'm trading the market. Again, you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to get out, break even when it hits your 1-to-1 stop. So whatever you're risking, as soon as you hit that 1-to-1, okay, so let's say you're risking $10, right? And it goes up $10, you move your stop to break even, and then you let the rest ride. So let me show you a good example. Okay, let's say that you got in right here. Let's say you got in right here, right? And you're risking this candle, and a 1-to-1 is, let's say 1-to-1 is right here, okay? So you're risking one candle to make another one candle, okay? Now if it comes back to you, you have to decide, okay, should I get out, or should I just get out for break evens? But in general, once it goes up 1-to-1, you move up your stop loss. Okay, so this goes up 1-to-1, you move your stop loss to break even. Break even is basically where you enter. So this right here, your entry, as soon as price goes above this entry, this bar right here, that's your entry. Okay. So your stop loss is above here. Now, as soon as price goes 1-to-1, you move your stop loss to break even, which is your entry. Okay, move your stop loss to break even, which is your entry, and then if it comes back, you get out for a break even. Okay, so let's go to another example. Okay, so let's say that you're looking at price this day and it's going down here to this 60-minute level. Okay, now basically, if I'm watching this day right here, I will have two levels, all right? I will have this level right here, this level right here, okay? Oops, it's not even going. This level right here, and then we'll have this level, because this is a breakout, okay? So we'll definitely have this swing high right here, okay? And that's it. Okay, now I will count some of these levels right here. Okay, but the main level I'm looking at is this breakout level right here, the swing high right here. Okay, and you can put some of these levels down to see which level it reacts to it. But these levels are so close, sometimes I probably won't even put it down, but you can put it down right here. Now let's go to that one, actually 5 minute. Okay, so let's say I was watching that market this day, and it shoots down. Notice how it didn't react to none of those levels, but it reacted to that last level, which is that major breakout level, and it gave you a little consolidation going on here too. So you can take this little consolidation break. Now let's say you took this breakout, where you would put your stop. You would put your stop below the breakout. Okay. Again, if it comes back, give you a 1-to-1, it comes back to you, you can get out, break even. Okay. Or if you feel like this is a strong trend, which is, I mean, intraday wasn't really a strong trend. Overall, you know, it's decent. But intraday, you know, we've been going down, so I wouldn't say, you know, this is a strong trend. But what do I see? I do see demand. Okay, so you will have a lot of demand or supply levels around these 1 hour key levels. Okay, so we do have a nice demand right here. Okay, so this is where you can actually incorporate supply and demand. When you see supply and demand, it comes back to it. It gives you a nice bullish bar right here. So even if it did came back with a break even, let's say you got in right here, this breakout right here, but you came back break even, who cares? A lot of times we give you that second try. Okay, and guess what, guys? Look at this. Okay, I mean, we're talking about, this is giving you a nice upside, guys. Look at this, beautiful. Okay, you can target this left shoulder, and it came right to that left shoulder right here. We had the head, left shoulder. I mean, this is beautiful, guys. So don't be scared of break evens, and don't be scared of getting stopped out. You know, because you're gonna have winners like this. It's gonna take care of all your losers, plus put money in your bank account. Okay, so this is the whole idea with this strategy. I hope you guys practice this. Make sure you watch this video over and over and over. Now let's talk about basically, you know, getting stopped out. Now sometimes if I get stopped out, I will try, you know, again. Okay, I'm not gonna try 3 times, but I usually try twice. So if I got stopped out and it gives me another, you know, good entry, I will get back in. All right, so keep that in mind. Another thing, you know, with these exits, minimum you should be looking for a 2-to-1 minimum. Well, you know, you shouldn't be just getting in and looking for a quick 1-to-1. No, these are you know, high quality levels, and they levels off the 1 hour, so you can minimum get a 2-to-1. Okay, but you still have to look at the structure and look to see if you got room for maybe 5-to-1 or 6-to-1 or even more, because this one went up to the left shoulder, but notice how it just kept going up. Okay, it actually made a new high to this high right here. So you have to keep that in mind. Like, a lot of these trades, guys, could be, you know, crazy winners. Look at this. This thing went up all the way to here. So you have the possibility to make a lot of money from these trades. So keep that in mind. You just don't want to go for a quick 1-to-1. But overall, look at the whole structure. You just don't want every trade, because I see some people, you know, they have a stuck mindset where every trade they're looking for a big winner. You can't do that, guys. You have to look at the structure of the market. Okay, I told you guys before, if the structure looks choppy, then go for those maybe 2-to-1s, 3-to-1s, whatever. But if you understand the structure and you understand you are in a trend and it's breaking out, or this is just a pullback and you take advantage of the pullback, you can hold for big winners. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, guys, so here's one more example. This is the trade I took on Friday, NASDAQ 100. Basically, we had this trend line break, we pulled back, and then we made a new high. When we made a new high, I plotted my level. I had my level right here. So let me show you that. So basically I had a level right here. Let me actually move that up at this close of the candle. Okay, and then I had another level at this low right here. Okay, and pretty much I was looking for possible longs. Put a level right here at the high. Let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, so even if you did put a level right here, guess what? You took a long right here, right at that left shoulder resistance. You got stopped out. So you have to keep that in mind, guys. You don't want to go long right near support. So it don't matter. It didn't really. So this trade didn't matter anyway, because it didn't really give you a good setup. You are right at that resistance. Anyway, it came back down, and I'm gonna show you guys what I saw. I have a. Let me show you. Zoom in so you can see. This was an engulf. So this candle went below this this candle, and it came right above this candle right here. Okay, soon as it did that, boom, money in the bank. I probably could have, held all the way to here, the top, but I got out at that left shoulder just for quick profits. Okay, but minimum I probably should have went at least right here to this level right here. All right, but overall that was the trade. And if you go to the 1 hour, okay, this was a nice level. Okay, a lot of retail traders can't catch this. You know why? Because a lot of people are teaching them wait for the price to go to the low, right, all the way to the wick of the candle, to the swing low right here. Okay, price didn't even reach that. Price didn't even go to that swing low. It went to the body of the candle. Okay, it went to the body of the candle, and then it rejected. So a lot of retail traders miss out on a lot of trades because they think, okay, once we go below this candle right here, that's when I'm gonna get in. Okay, no, you put your level right at the close of the candle, wait for price to get there. A lot of times you will see price react off of those levels. Okay, so make sure you guys take notes, because some of you guys look at this course and don't take notes at all. Take notes, guys. Write down your notes, be prepared, and trade this, okay? Because this will help you build your small account, and it will help you, just be patient. Some of you guys force trade, some of you guys trade too much, over trade. This will help you just relax, wait for price to get to these certain levels, and then boom, take these trades, all right? So, okay, so I want to talk about one more thing. Now, if you look at this, you can tell that the main trend is to the upside, okay? So that is the trend. If we break the trend line, I want to see a new low. So let's say that we break the trend line and we can't make a new low and we start to reverse. Do I want to short the trend? No, I don't. But if I see the market breaks the trend, start to make a new low, it comes back to this swing low right here, yeah, I would definitely look for shorts, right? But when it comes to the main trend, so if the market is going up, right, we can tell that this is the main trend to the upside. And notice how it broke this trend line right here, right? This trend line right here. We don't care about making new highs before we take a trade. We could take a trade right away because this is the main trend. This is just a pullback in the main trend. So you have to keep that in mind, because some people think that all trend line breaks are created equal. No. You have pullbacks, okay, and you have trend line breaks with the pullbacks, and then you have the trend line breaks with the major trend. So this is a major trend break right here, and this is this break of a pullback, okay, going with the trend. Okay, so going with the trend, we don't need to make, or we don't need to see higher highs. Okay, so as soon as it breaks, if it pulls back, you can take that long and you take that continuation. So keep that in mind, all right? If you have any questions, let me know. But actually, let me show you guys one more thing. Now, when it comes to these levels could flip sometimes, okay? So what do I mean? So let me go to this right here. So we notice that we have a bullish move right here. So I'm gonna put, let's say that we'll the market open right here, okay? So I'm gonna put a level right here at this swing, at this close right here, okay? And then we can put another level, at this low if you want to. Oops, hold on, let me erase that. We can put another level right here at this low of the candle, okay? Let's say price decide to open right here, okay? Now we're waiting for this level right here. Remember, because this is a swing low. Why is that? Because remember, it went up, a pullback, one candle. That's all we need is one candle. And then if it continues to go back up, this is a swing low now, okay? So we put our horizontal line at that candle. Now, let's go to the 5-minute chart. Now, some of these horizontal lines will flip. So what do I mean? Notice how it broke this line, and it basically now, this support is actually resistance now. Okay, so sometimes you can actually get a trade, okay, by looking at, okay, support actually turned into resistance, and now we're going to the downside. I didn't really want to tell you guys this because, overall, I don't want you guys to focus on that yet. But, later down the road, when you get familiar with this, you can actually look at this and realize, okay, this is a flip. Now this is a possibility. There's going to be resistance. I'm looking, for shorts to the downside, right? So keep that in mind. And sometimes you will get a consolidation too. Okay, but like I said before, I just want you guys to stick with the trend. And sometimes you would get something like this, even at say this is a 1 hour support. Sometimes you would get these consolidations. Hold on, let me show you guys real quick. Right at a support, okay, and then you will see it break down. Okay, but again, I don't want you guys to take any trades like this or like this yet. Just go with the trend, okay? But I'm just letting you guys know that when you get used to this stuff and when you find consistency, basically maybe you can add this to your trading style. All right, for now, go with the trend and enjoy your profits. All right, so this is the end of this video, so make sure you watch this more than once. All you have to do is just go to your 60-minute chart, plot your lines, and come to the market and say, all right, I'm only looking for longs on this pair today, or I'm only looking for sells on this pair today. That's why I love this strategy, especially for beginners. It's very simple, straight to the point. Talk to you guys later, and have a great day.